Hi, my name is John Whitehead. I'm an executive and leadership coach, and welcome to this week's video blog post. Over the last 20 weeks, I have been providing my interpretation of Marshall Goldsmith's 20 Habits That Will Keep You from the Top, from his book, What Got You Here Won't Get You There. And last week was the 20th. But actually, Marshall gives us a bonus habit, a 21st habit, which he talks about goals and goal obsession, and how goal obsession is actually maybe an underlying habit to all the rest of the habits. It's maybe the one thing that drives the other ones. We have this obsession with goals and achieving goals. In fact, he says, he argues that many people lose sight of the here and now because they spend their time plotting out their long-term goals. Interesting, isn't it? Now, I'm not saying that we shouldn't be planning for the future. In fact, with my clients, we talk about what their short-term, mid-term, and long-term goals are. But they're really a means to an end. Because once we've established what those are, then we can take a look at how we get about achieving them. We don't have to be obsessing on this is where we're going to go. We have to actually stop and think about it, which is another challenge that a lot of people have with goals, isn't it? That they plan, they spend time at the beginning of the year, and they say, okay, this is where I want to be at the end of the year. And that's sometimes as often as all they go. They just kind of put it on a shelf and don't forget about it. Or if there are those that do some planning on it, it quickly falls off. It's now close to the end of February, and I'm wondering how many people who set a goal of instituting a fitness regime, how many of those people have actually kept it going? How many people have kept it up? What is the motivation for that? So we're obsessing with goals. What are we forgetting about? We're forgetting about those small little details that we have to take care of on a day-to-day, maybe even hour-to-hour basis. And we think about the list that we've gone over, right? We think of the list, letting our egos get in the way. In conversations, adding too much value. Those are all the challenges as we go ahead. So think about this for a second. And as a coach, I often ask my clients to reflect. How much time do they spend looking at the future, looking down the road, and not looking at the here and now, the present? And those small little things, the conversations that to have with their staff, for example. If you're a leader in an organization and you've got a meeting scheduled, are you thinking about the big goals for that meeting? Are you also maybe thinking about those individual conversations you may need to have? What about those little conversations you may need to have before the meeting? How about thinking about those folks in the room and what style they may be? What style they may be? And how they may want to be communicated with, how may want to be approached, how they may want to be, how they want the interaction to go. And be ready and be prepared to have the interaction with them in their space, or as I talk about, in their neighborhood. So think about those things over the next few weeks. There's nothing wrong with goal setting. There's nothing wrong with planning. But there's a balance there, isn't there? And Marshall says that often that obsession with goals and obsession with planning is often the underlying factor for all those 20 habits. So thank you for watching my video this week. We hope that you'll come back next week. Feel free to go to my blog post, which I'll give you the address at the end of this video. Sign up for my blog post, and I'll send you a free copy of my ebook, What Are These Things Called Soft Skills? Thanks, and we'll talk to you again.